So when Melissa and Candace approached me and said they had this new Principal Institute, I was very interested because of the caliber of those two. And that's what drew me in first, and the high quality, and know the work that they've done, because I'm very interested in the equity work and know that's where we have to be in order to move the dime for all of our kids. So I talk to our community a lot about we have the most important job. I think we believe that. We all have different roles in learning, and our leaders are learning alongside by side. And so we have different individuals here, but I'm so interested in what that does to the system. And so in 196, Rosemont, Apple Valley, Eagan, we had 22 so far leaders go through this. And it is the cohort going through together, and it's the problem solving. And in 196, we used to be really good at meeting. We used to be really good at, then the data was over here, and then we had instruction over here. And it's combining all of those together to say, are you getting the results you need? But it always starts with who you are, and it's your belief system. And you've heard that through and through. But if I have a school that has a fixed mindset, and I have most of my staff thinking only certain kids can learn at certain levels, then I'm not going to go anywhere with anything instructionally. So we do a lot with culture, and that's what's so nice, and that's with Shiraki Holly and Anthony Muhammad, and looking at healthy and toxic cultures. And so the belief system and building that culture, so then we can do the rest of the work for learning and looking at the data. Michelle is outstanding. I'm sure everybody else is here, but I just have to tell you, the level that is expected and needed in our schools is unbelievable. And unless and until all of our principals are at that high level, we're not going to move very far. And again, it's too important. And the work is hard. It is very hard. And so I was so thrilled that they were given the tools to take on the hard work. Because every day you're making decisions, and you have to go home at night, and you have to be able to sleep. And I said the only way you're going to be able to do that is if your actions are aligned with your values, but you are darn clear on what you believe in. And everybody understands that, but it has to be a belief system around all kids can learn. And I almost hate saying all kids can learn because it's like cliche now. It's like on the chalkboards, but anyway. And so it is their work, but I look system-wide, how am I building this? And this is a lot of resources for 196. And it's not like every school district has a lot of cash. I mean, I think I've cut over close to 40 million since I've been a superintendent, but this is important work. And it's not only a resource of dollars to pay for the institute, but it's the time away from their buildings. So you all know, if you've worked with administrators or teachers and you say, we're going to have this program and you're going to be away from your building X amount of time, there's a bit of angst. And so I always thought, am I going to get much pushback? But I believed it was important enough, and it aligned right with the work we're doing, that we said, nope, we're going to do this. And honestly, they come back rejuvenated. And at first I think, nobody wants to leave their kids, nobody wants to leave their families, and they became stronger through the year. So the resources that we put towards this was well worth it. And you always weigh that. And I, should get a little nervous because those are the leaders in the school district. And so I have to make sure that we're all going the same way. And I can't introduce too many things to have the arrows not aligning. So when they talk to me about the belief system, data-driven results, and also they're paying so much attention to equity, because equity work is for all of our kids. And it's made a difference, and we have a long ways to go, and we're working really hard. So that's why it's nice to have colleagues and support from the Institute. Thanks.